Hi, everyone, and welcome to Mindset Live.
Yes, welcome to Mindset Live. It is a lovely Monday evening. Hope everybody is doing great. I am John, and this is, of course, my partner and lovely wife of
Yes,
several minutes. So,
I am Renee. Happy Monday.
yes, happy Monday, everybody. We have a great guest tonight. Her name is Katz. She is actually an intern at Mindset, but the story of how she came to Mindset and her mindset is actually really exciting, and we're going to bring her on in a minute. I just wanted to thank everybody. Over the last week, we've had a ton of really special events. And those events would not have been so incredible without the people that made those events so incredible. So I just want to thank everybody.
And we have a great event tomorrow night.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. No, we're definitely going to get to that. I wanted to get to the events that we had.
Sorry, I was just very excited about tomorrow.
So we had some great events on Sunday at Glass House Yoga. We did a beautiful event. I want to thank everybody over there, and then obviously Kyle Axman, everybody at Roan. I want to thank, and we have a great event coming up tomorrow night under the Queensboro Bridge. You can go to Mindset Wellness CBD. You can check out that event. Sign up for that. We are going to be there. It's going to be a lot of fun. So before we bring Drew on, I wanted to tease something that we're going to announce next week. It's very, very exciting. It's very, very impactful for our company. I'm not going to give too much away, but it has to do with a store. It has to do with the Hamptons, and it has to do with Isaac Boots. And it's going to be something that we're really excited about telling you guys about, so get ready for that. Anyway, we're going to bring on Drew now. So Drew, I see that you requested to join. Renee, would you like to bring her on in?
Yes.
This is always the exciting part right
Yes.
before the launch of the guest. There she is.
Hi.
Hi, Drew.
How are you?
Good. How are you?
I'm doing pretty good. Can't complain. Weather's nice down here.
Yeah, where are you exactly?
So, well, I'm in New Orleans. I just moved into my first house at school, about 2 blocks from Tulane, but I'm actually sitting here in the business school right now because my roommates are extremely loud. So I'm distracted, so I'm over here.
Oh my God,
Oh my
that's
God,
so funny.
that's so funny. So anyway, Drew, why don't you tell everyone a little bit about your journey and how you came to us? And I mean, because we're so impressed with your growth mindset and everything that you've accomplished that we'd love you to share it with everyone.
Yeah, of course. So I'm going into my junior year at Tulane this year and kind of thinking about what I wanted to do this summer, where I wanted to be, and kind of what I wanted to do. So I'm currently a marketing major and a management major, and I wanted to do something on the lines of social media. And the thing is, I just had no idea where to go, where to start, or kind of how to even go about it. So I had a bunch of college counseling meetings with my advisor and career advising and meetings, and it kind of led me nowhere. It was like you just go on, they provided a handshake app where you would just network with people. But for me, it just kind of led to a bunch of dead ends and a bunch of applications, and it wasn't very personal. So I kind of took it into my own hands at this point, and I just started like researching companies. And I don't really know how this pops up on my Instagram feed, but Mindset Wellness pops up. I went on the Instagram page, and I'm like, this looks like a really cool product. I'm a user of CBD, so I'm like, all right, I'm just going to kind of push my luck here and reach out to you guys and see what happens. And lucky enough for myself, you asked me if we would meet via Zoom, and I talked to you guys, fell in love with the company, and kind of wanted to hop on board.
That's unbelievable. I mean, that is talking about, by the way, that is a lesson for everyone your age, and I have a son your age, and the lesson is choose a mindset of growth, because you chose a mindset that you realized things were not heading the direction you wanted. You just chose a different mindset. And now we are on a Mindset Live together because you decided to make those choices. I mean,
Yeah.
How cool is that? Because that's real. That's tangible.
I did not think I was getting to this point, let alone like on a live with you guys.
Yeah, so I mean, that's just really amazing.
It really is. We are so impressed with that. You're really amazing. So that's how it started. Now, how's it going?
Yeah.
How's it going? Well, I'm having a great time. You two have both given me kind of will arraign, will kind of just letting me kind of take control and kind of promote ideas and see where I want to be. And I've been having a lot of fun with it. I've been working with Amanda, and we've been getting graphics up, and we've been posting memes, and we've been kind of just like really having fun with it. And you're allowing me to like take a growth mindset, for lack of better words, and expand my horizons and learn from you guys.
We
Yeah,
love that. That's great. I
that's
mean,
unbelievable.
it's, so with that said, you're working remotely. We never met
Yeah.
in person. You don't even live in the same state as we do.
No.
So that's got to be like, how is that? How does that feel?
Well, at first it was honestly a little stressful not being able to meet you guys in person. And 'cause, like, a lot of times to get the culture of a company, you do need to be around the people and see how they work together and see kind of what their daily routine is. So from the start, I knew this was going to be a little difficult to kind of jump in. And so first day comes, I was kind of a little bit clueless, but having like you guys being able to like Zoom with me and give me kind of lay of the land and asking for advice has been really helpful. But there are some obvious challenges with remote internships, as even John was saying the other day when we were on one of our calls. It's really hard to kind of teach and learn from such different locations because we're not talking 24/7. We're not peeping into each other's offices to see what's going on. So it was a little difficult at first, but I think through these meetings and kind of through just texting daily, I'm understanding more and more what the company's about and how I can help you and how you can help me.
Yes. Well, that's amazing. I mean, because again, it's new for us too. So we're all learning together how to how to work this remotely. But you've adapted incredibly quickly, and
Thank you.
your work at what you've been creating for us has been amazing. So
Thank
amazing. Thank you for that.
you.
So one of the things you did for us, which is so exciting, and I see somebody just mentioned it on the live, is you started a blog series
Yeah,
for us called the College Dating Directory. Can you tell people a little bit what that's about?
of course. So, I mean, one of, I think, the biggest struggles in college in general, not just COVID, pre-COVID, was meeting people, getting around, trying the dating life. There's 1,000 apps. There's Hinge, Tinder, all of those crazy apps, but you never really know what you're getting yourself into, let alone like the process of a first date. I live with three other girls, and I mean, you see it. I'm sure you guys have roommates who's ever listening or have had or had one or going for a night out. How stressed girls get about the littlest things, whether it's picking an outfit, what to wear, what to how to do your hair even. It's like the littlest things, and they rely on their roommates. So it doesn't just stress out the actual girl going on a date. It stresses out her roommates. The floor turns into a disaster with 100 outfits. And it's almost funny to like look at this. I'm like, this is for a guy you don't even know. It's half the time it's a blind date. Like it's funny. I'm like, there has to be like a solution that you can calm you down without like freaking you out almost. Like for me, my roommate is a ball of anxiety when it comes to it. So having to deal with it, I'm sitting here, I'm getting frustrated, I'm getting stressed just as well as she is. So when I found these products, I'm like, I have to tell people about it. Like that's where the blog idea came in. And I'm like, everyone has these experiences, every college student, whether it's a date or even just going out on a Friday night, choosing an outfit, figuring out your plan, it's hectic. And CBD really takes the edge off for that.
Yeah, no, dating anxiety is real. It is a real thing.
Yeah, no, I mean, I feel like I have it already. I've been married a long time, so.
No, but so what did you suggest that and how did
So
it?
yeah. So when you guys first originally sent me my samples, all my roommates were beyond excited. We're like, we have to figure it out. And I'm like, no, like we have to try this like when we actually need it so we know if it works or not. Like we're not just gonna take a
Right.
focus dummy in the middle of a Saturday. Like we're not doing anything. So it happened to be actually the next weekend, one of my friends was asked out on a date. And I'm like, okay, you need to try she was freaking out about an outfit and what to wear. And I'm like, all right, you got to try the Calm CBD gummy. You got to take a breather. We got to like calm down a little bit. She took it probably, I want to say an hour before she started getting ready. And I saw kind of a change immediately. Almost, she was like, instead of throwing clothes across the floor, she was more like picking them out. Like, I'm not going to sit here and say she wasn't still anxious, but even for her to not be making a mess of her room, was great for me because I didn't have to help her clean it.
Right.
Yeah, no, that's a great story. I love that story. It really is a great story, and it must resonate with so many people.
Yeah.
Yeah, wait. What's the great quote that you had when you ask a girl on a date, it's like you're asking her best friend too?
And I've never, ever, one of my friends got asked out on a blind date. He came over before. It's the three of us sitting on a couch waiting for the guy in. I'm like, this guy is going to be so scared, but you can't, like, you always ask, even when you ask a girl a question, that text goes through three other people before she replies.
Oh,
Yeah, you're basically asking the whole group chat.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
Right. So the mindset's good for the person going on the date, the person helping them prepare, and then the person who's actually coming for the date,
Oh,
meeting old friends, should probably have some CBD as well. And then things,
it
I'm
is
sure,
good for everyone involved.
it's good for everyone involved.
So tell us a little bit about your CBD journey, because you said you were familiar before you met us.
So the only kind of like CBD that I knew of, my dad actually, he had like his joints from playing tennis, and he used to take, it was so gross. It was like this little syringe, like, oh God, it was terrible. It was this syringe of like brownish gook. Like, I don't even know how to describe it other than that. Like, you put it under your tongue and like you kind of like swallow it. And one night after work, I was so sore, and I'm like, do you have like an Advil or something? He's like, no, I have CBD, it'll help. And I tried it. I wanted to like immediately vomit. I'm like, this is disgusting. And that kind of turned me off from it for a little bit, because just that one experience, I'm like, I didn't even care about the benefits at that point. And like, it tastes so bad. And actually, when was it? It was when I got to college. A girl had brought a bunch of CBD gummies. She had like lived in Colorado or something. She was an avid advisor of them. And I tried one of hers on, I don't know, it was like just a happy one I would relate it to in the mindset world. And it just makes you really calm and kind of just think about things before you do them rather than reacting. And that's when I started kind of going in the direction of this is gross to finding other things. Like, that's when I came about mindset, when you actually find a product that tastes good and works, because it was so exciting to me that it wasn't a black duck.
Yes, that is one of the highlights of our product. We don't have the black book.
No, yeah, that's great. Yeah, no, and I feel like with mindset, it makes it easy to choose when to take it, when,
Exactly.
like, how you want to feel.
Exactly. And like the thing was, when my dad was giving me the CBD, it was like, he's like, I guess this will help with joint pain. But like when you look at mindset, it's so easy. It's like, oh, I want to be in a happy mood. I want to be in a calm mood. I want to focus. And it makes it so much easier to kind of pick what mindset you're going for and have the effects that you desire.
Yeah.
Yeah, 100%.
Absolutely. So now that you are working, how do you find the balance between wanting to be, you know, a young, exciting person, partying and having fun, and still having these responsibilities of an internship? And how does that balance?
So honestly, at first it was a little difficult, especially like when I was first moving in. Like, everyone was here going about, going out, and kind of figuring out the world around them and living in a house. And I'm like, oh my God, this is like a lot harder than I thought it would be. Like, that brings in like the other remote aspect. It's also a little difficult because there's not someone watching you 24/7. You're kind of on your own, and there's not someone checking in on me every minute being like, have you done this, this, and this? So taking that into my own hands was a little difficult. But it really helps sometimes just to close my door, focus on my screen, and kind of make a checklist for myself after talking to like Amanda and you guys in the morning of seeing what I needed to do, how I needed to get it done, popping like a little focus gummy, and just setting a time for myself that I need to be working here, and then I can go have fun with my friends when I'm finished my work.
Yeah, somebody's asking you questions. Any side effects to the products? No, CBD is amazing. There's no side effects to CBD, and they are all natural, vegan and organic. Even the gummies are apple pectin based. They are not gelatin based, so they are vegan and organic.
What and gluten-free.
Yes, gluten-free. So that's the answer to that.
Okay, good. And so wait, I'm sorry, I missed what were we just talking about?
Just the balance.
The balance, yes. Okay, back to the balance. The question threw me off, but good. Keep the questions coming. We want questions. We love questions.
Yeah, no, but I think
my focus.
Not just this summer, but I feel like just in general, like how I'm looking back, like I didn't have CBD my freshman and sophomore year, really. I had it towards the end, and seeing how it really could have helped from the beginning, like even the transition from high school to college, that brings I mean, I'm sure there's a bunch of people on here now that have kids or are about to start a new chapter of their lives. It's anxiety producing nonetheless. And seeing how you can even just ease it a little bit makes the world of a difference.
Oh, 100%. I mean,
100%.
CBD, we like to describe as what you don't feel as opposed to what you do feel. What, you
Hmm.
don't feel is that anxiety. You don't feel that tightness. You don't feel all of that. And suddenly you just started to feel yourself. As you feel more yourself, as you mentioned earlier, your decision making becomes a little better, and then that healing process can really begin. Um,
Yeah, no, it's true. It really does. And people should help themselves, but for some reason humans like to be like, "No, no, I'm good. I'm okay. I got this. I got this." And until they get burnout. And they keep
Yeah.
going and going and going and pushing and pushing and pushing until they get burnout. And by that time you're like stressed, you're sick, you're anxious. So you might as well just start when it's just a little anxiety.
Right. So the question I'm going to ask is the same question I like to ask all our guests, which is somebody is thinking about, they've seen mindset, they see all this information about it, but they're just not sure if the CBD is for them. What do you tell that person who's on the fence and wants to make that decision?
You can't knock something till you try it. And I think that's a fair thing. If you're looking for an easy solution, you have to be open to trying all these things. And I think one thing that was really great, you have the one gummy sampler where it gives you all the different mindsets and you can try it. And worst comes to worst, you try it and it's not for you. And then there's no harm, no foul. You didn't do any damage and nothing helped. And in that case, you move on. But it's not a terrible idea just to have an option and to go into it. And best case scenario, you now have a really fun solution that's so easy, so good, and easy to figure out. Choose your
That is
mindset.
really nice.
Yeah, very well said. And delicious.
Yeah.
So is there anything else you would like to share with everyone?
I think a lot of people are just on the fence about trying CBD because it is so, not the word isn't controversial, but like it's not exactly mainstream yet. So I think for people who are hesitant, they have to have an open mindset a little bit and be open to trying it rather than thinking about all the things that it's necessarily associated with because they're not necessarily completely educated on exactly what it is. So I think the fact that it is all natural, it is not THC, it's not going to get you high, is a really big kind of exciting thing that I think people should really explore and just have a good time with. I mean, this company is so fun. They give you such an exciting array of products that are easy to try, easy to do, and easy to choose.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you.
Good
That
job.
is really nice. You explained it so well. You really did. But it's true. It's easy to choose. And when you make that choice to take a happy or to take a calm, you're making a choice to feel calm, to feel happy. So you're helping yourself mentally, physically, in all ways. And you're right about the information. It's all about information and education. Like so many people don't know the difference, that you can't get high. That's the number one question we get whenever we do a pop-up, right?
Yeah, no, it is beyond. I mean, everybody, I think there was a poll that was recently done. I think over 50% of the country doesn't know the difference between CBD and THC. They just don't know the difference. And that's no one's fault but the CBD industries. It's our job and Mindset's job is to educate people and to explain people this is the coolest thing. Like if people really understood what CBD did, it's not intoxicating completely. It's just completely balancing. And people get wrapped up in THC and cannabis, which by the way is its own thing and I'm a big fan of. So it's not as if we should throw that out, but it's not what we're dealing with. It's not the products we have and it's not what we're offering. And so I hope that people are willing to do the same things that you did, which was to open their mindset and to allow healing and to allow all these really positive experiences that nature is providing. I mean, all we're doing is taking from nature. Nature is making everything. We're not doing anything, but giving a real natural product. So,
Yeah.
So what is your next vlog going to be? I'm excited.
Excited about it. So I was going to go either one of two routes. These are both going to be up eventually. I'm really excited about it. Kind of tying back into what we were talking about earlier. I really wanted to go in the direction of what we were talking about with how do you balance between what you're doing this summer and your friends, because either my friends are taking classes, have internships, and that's very hard to balance nonetheless. So I want to do work hard, play hard blog, see what it happens there. And then I also kind of want to go in the direction of aiming towards maybe graduates of high school and college, like the post anxieties of graduating and how the next chapter in your life is really intimidating and how CBD can help you.
Yeah,
That's great.
that's great. It's amazing. We're getting a question.
Can I purchase in stores or just online? So we're a direct-to-consumer company, which means you go to mindsetwellnesscbd.com. But if you were here in the beginning of the conversation, I did tease that we will probably be having a physical location out in the Hamptons this summer. So that's very exciting. If you are going to be out in Hamptons, you will be able to get Mindset products, and but really the main way to get them,
the easiest way
is
to
to
go to
either go to mindsetwellnesscbd.com, or if you are on our Instagram, simply DM us and we can help you put an order together, make suggestions, or answer any questions.
Yes, we love answering questions. So anything, DM us, all our information, our email, our phone number, you can text us.
Yeah,
It's
absolutely.
all on the site.
Yeah, call me, beat me.
Right,
if you want to
whatever.
reach me. Yeah.
Oh, Drew, so I'm excited for your blogs.
Oh, I'm so excited. The next one will be up by Thursday morning. So I'm really looking.
Fantastic.
Something to look forward to.
Yes.
Okay. Well, you're doing such an amazing job. Like, we are so happy that you reached out to us, that you took that step. You like moved past any fears you had and you took control and you chose to help yourself. And that's amazing.
Yeah. I couldn't be more excited to be on this team. I'm having the best time doing this and love working with all you guys.
Oh, thank you, Drew. Drew, do you have a code that you want to share?
Oh, use my code. It's DK10 for 10% off and free shipping. You guys should buy a lot with my code.
Yes, please.
Yes.
Do.
So everyone go to
go to mindsetwellnesscbd.com. Use code DK10. You're going to get 10% off and free shipping. And that's what's going to happen. So as I said, stay tuned, Drew. This has been a pleasure working with you. It's been a pleasure having you on the team, and we are so excited for this summer. It's going to be amazing. Thank you. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.